Hey, good morning YouTube. Hope you're all doing well. This video is going to be completely unedited, just a straight upload, mostly due to time constraints. But I want to thank everybody who helped me get to 50,000 subscribers, and we're going to start with the giveaways. But stick around because I want to show you a few things for those of you who like some of the gear I run on the channel. So 4 giveaways for today. The first one is my EMCOMM Tools presentation tin. I only made 25 of these, and they're only going out to the members, and I'm pairing that with the 64 gig USB Gorilla Drive, and this is gear that I use, so that will go to buy me a coffee. The next one is a also limited run of my custom antenna bags. This is great for wire antennas and putting connectors, and I'm throwing in the patch. As you can see, I actually run most of my gear in little pouches like this in my bag. We're also going to do a 1-year membership, and then the 4th one is going to be just a singular patch. So let's go on over here and take a look at the winners. Now, part of the membership on Buy Me a Coffee is that we have a private Discord, and to select this winner, I basically just picked the first user. So James KK4CJO, congratulations. Basically picked the first person that had responded to one of my EMCOMM Tools community posts. So you'll be getting the tin and the USB drive. The second one, I opened it up to the entire world, and this goes to KY Fried Ham, and he writes, "Thanks for all the great info, Gaston. Nobody else is providing the level of," well, I can't see the whole thing there, but you won the custom antenna bag, so congratulations and thanks for the support. And then we have here Stev9800. He writes, "Thank you for all the work you are doing." And he's going to get a $5 a month free membership. And then the last winner is going to get just the Tech Prepper morale patch, and it goes to Legionary 5307. TTP was inspired by your Manpack Part 3 video and finally got a Yaesu FT8900 along. That's a great radio. So guys, what I want you to do, if you are the winner, please go ahead and send me an email to this, and I'll give you further instructions. And no, I'm not going to ask you for any money. I'm basically going to have you put a special code into your comment to verify that it is you. All right, so congrats to the winners. And then I have to give a big shout out to several people that have supported me on this channel for a very long time and have provided me a lot of guidance and mentoring and support. And for you guys who have been with me for a while, you know that I am a big fan of these Panasonic FZ-M1 tough pads. So I want to talk a little bit about them. And but before we do that, as a thank you, I'm actually giving away 3 of my units here to people that have supported the channel. The first one is going to be going out to in no particular order. This is a unit that I'm going to send to Isaac from T-Rex Arms. Him and I have a communications exercise plan to try to establish targeted communication using a PACE plan from Arizona to Tennessee. So I'm kitting him a version that has the FZ-M1 tablet. These are all Mark 1s, by the way, and loading it up with my EMCOMM Tools software package. The second one is going out to my buddy Mike, Kilo Charlie 8 Oscar Whiskey Lima, and he has supported me on exercises, daily training, and helps me with the member live stream. And the last one is going to my buddy Seth over at Armorlock. I don't get kickbacks from those guys, but I do get occasional frames, and they're basically game changers for me in terms of how I like to run my Manpack gear. Now, to make things even more fun, I actually ordered about 20 units of the iKey keyboard here from iKey, and I did offload 17 of them to the silver members at a reduced cost. So I have 3 left, one for Isaac, Mike, and Seth. And iKey keyboards are, like I said, brand new. And the cool thing about these keyboards, if you guys have not seen them before, is that they give you a extra USB port. They have a really nice docking station right here, and this keyboard is beautiful for typing in the field, fairly water resistant. It has an integrated mouse and left and right mouse buttons here. So it really transforms this this tablet, the 7-inch tablet, into something very, very usable. As you can see here, I've got like my EMCOMM Tools software package. Now again, this is the, we'll talk about the specs. So these are all Mark 1s. There are 3 different models for this, MK1, 2, and 3, and they get progressively faster. So here are the specs for the Mark 1, and like I said, while you're not going to win any type of performance benchmarks with these guys, they are great for amateur radio software, and if you're okay for things to take a little bit of time, it's not going to be a problem. And like I said, I've been running this one in my home shack now for about 14 months as my daily driver for JSA call and a few other things, WinLink, blah, blah, blah. So you can get a sense for how long it takes for this to boot up here. So first thing I want to suggest here is that please do not go out and buy these thinking you're going to have a hot rod system. I personally bought 13 of these units for $100 a piece 14 months ago. So like I said, it's more similar to what you would find with the Raspberry Pi, but again, everything here is fully capable of providing everything you need in the field with a good package. A couple of things to note. Okay, actually not that one here. So unfortunately, when you go to find these on the secondary market, a lot of them have these integrated barcode scanners. Not a fan because they add weight and they actually protrude just a little bit here, as you can see. It's very difficult to find units without these because I think most of these were probably used in warehouse applications for scanning inventory. I do have a friend and fellow Buy Me a Coffee member, Jim Dolson. He goes by the call sign Kilo 8 Delta Delta Victor, and he actually fabricated some 3D printed replacements. Now you do lose a little bit of the IP rating, but it's really nice not to have that extra bulk. So that is an option. I think I only have, yeah, here's an example of my only Mark II unit, which is a little bit faster than these 3 and that one over there. This is an example of what the factory version looks like without the barcode scanner. So my preference is if you can find these and you like this type of gear, definitely try to get the Mark II model and definitely try to find the one like this one that doesn't have the barcode. The other thing to look for in this one is that they have the extended battery. I get almost 18 hours on one charge with this extended battery. Some of these here, yeah, here's a flush battery. These are really nice when going into the field and you're hitting combo windows. So my field version of this guy actually runs the slimmer battery. All right, I need a sip of coffee. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a sense for, I guess, the thank yous and how I like to select the gear. I actually have 2 of these field notebooks. So now that I'm giving away these 3, I only have 3. I've got the main one for the shack that's been running for 14 months. I have this guy for field use, and then I have a third one that I'm running now in the Jeep. The field one always runs inside of this Mission Darkness Faraday bag. It's really quite nice, and all I do is remove the battery, we'll store an extra battery and keep that in there for safe keeping. So not the greatest EMP plan, but it does work. So outside of, let's talk about gear for a second. So a lot of people like to go out and rush and buy the gear that I use. My gear is very much dictated on who I want to talk to, my communications goal, my communication plans, where I operate. If you can't see very well, and you want to operate in the shack, this is not the machine for you. I'm not going to recommend anything that I don't use, but personally for me, I like the small form factor. I like the rugged construction. I like the era in which these were built. I think the engineering standards were much, much better and higher. So keep that in mind. So I have a lot of people that say, hey, I saw your videos, and I bought your stuff, and it doesn't work for me. Well, of course it doesn't work for you. Everything I do on this channel is based on my needs. So we're going to transition over to our last topic for today. And like I said, I'm a Manpack operator. I designed a limited quantity of these TTP Manpacks to house 2 different radio sizes. One was for the 857, which is this guy, or 891, and then the smaller guy is in there. And I'm experimenting with these Hustler resonators. This is the 20 meter version. I haven't really used this one yet, but I'm having incredible success with this guy on the 40 meter version on my Jeep, and that's the subject of the next video. And these are very, very narrow bandwidth, which means you don't have the ability to work the entire band. Heck, you can't even work all of the digital portion or all of the voice portion of the band. So you have to get out and tune it. And for that, again, let's get back to gear. I'm a big fan of investing in something like this Rig Expert 230, just because it gives me the quick ability to go out, take a measurement, and adjust really quickly. I also have dope cards and a few other techniques I shared on the stream last week that I'm using to make that work. But the point here is, what works for me doesn't work for you. That RM40 that I have in the Jeep is designed to only really work a small portion of the digital band. Specifically, it's tuned for this frequency. It's not for hamming around, doing the random contacts, so keep that in mind. So pick the tools that are right for you. Pick the gear that is appropriate for your environment and your communication needs. I have a lot of different needs, ranging from local to mid-range to long range, and this year is very much going to be focused on dialing in that operation. So I appreciate everybody who's sticking with me so far and dealing with this unedited video. You guys are absolutely amazing. So smash that thumbs up, share this video, and if you can, please try to support me on Buy Me a Coffee. A lot of good stuff coming. After I cut this video, I'm going to sit down and probably program for the next 5 or 6 hours for the first build of EMCOMM Tools Community Edition. So more on that stuff in other videos, guys. Anyways, I'm the Tech Prepper. Be strong, be safe, and be prepared.